What's up, you guys? Saj the Boss here, and welcome back to part 2 of our Ant-Man review series. This is Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantmania spoiler review, and be warned of the spoilers of the quantum realm. So if you guys have not seen the film, please click off this video and watch the non-spoiler video of Ant-Man Quantum and the Wasp Quantmania. So watch the non-spoiler review on that on my channel, and then go see it in the theaters for yourself. It was an amazing journey, a great treat to watch. So go watch that, and then the spoilers are going to start in 3, 2, 1. Okay guys, this is the spoiler review of Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantmania. Okay guys, so going into this movie, like I said, this movie I was actually looking forward to because the trailers look amazing, and I always get blown away, and Marvel always knocks off my socks. So that's why I'm obviously excited for this film, and I thought this was a great film to see in theaters. So that's what I can say going into the film. Okay guys, so the whole plot now, I can actually say it on camera. So the whole plot of this movie revolves around Cassie Lane, and she decided to make contact with the quantum realm. So he made contact with the quantum realm, and Janet accidentally addresses that something's going to be wrong about doing that. She pretty much addresses that we can't do that, something's up, and something's a little bit fishy about the quantum realm. So instead of that, they all kind of got sucked in, Magic School Bus style, into the quantum realm, where they pretty much end up for the whole entire film. So it really felt like Magic School Bus and Ant-Man and the Wasp, where Scott gets stuck back in there. So sorry Scott, he has to go again inside another flush away journey in the quantum realm. So the back where they started again. And then the B-plot of this movie is following Scott's everyday life after Endgame, so his everyday Earth life and what he's been up to. It's a really nice poetic journey, as well as with the plot. So I thought it was really nice they tied that in. So guys, that is the whole entire plot of Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantmania. So okay guys, so now let's break down our characters. First off, let's talk about a character that I couldn't mention in our last video, because I didn't know if it was a spoiler to mention him because I had so much to talk about, which is Modoc. Yes, it's an acronym. I love how it's an acronym. It's a mechanism organism of destruction of killing. Something like that. I think it's something like that. Did I say it right? I don't know. But Modoc was in this movie, and it was the Bumblebee Man, or the guy you remember from Ant-Man and from the original Ant-Man movie, where he's in Cassie's bedroom, which he was for, that invades with Thomas the Train. It's that guy, the yellow jacket guy. He's back as Modoc with a big head. Almost reminds me of Shark Boy and Lava Girl. It just really reminds me of one of those characters, or Spy Kids. I think it really reminds me of Shark Boy and Lava Girl more than anything else. That's where the character really reminds me of. So Modoc as a whole in this character, I really love the character. I love the whole face shield he has when he's fighting people, and I think it's just a very nice organic character. They brought really well justice to the character. I thought it was fun to watch. I think they did a really good job of elaborating on the character, but I really wanted a little bit more screen time for him. But I just can't wait to see what Marvel plans next with more bad guys and more classic characters. So my theory is I think Modoc will make an appearance again in some sort of MCU movie, but I'm not really sure where he will come again with it. And also, Modoc does die in the hands of Kang, which I thought was interesting. It really reminded me of Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness when that happened. So yeah, now let's talk about the main cast of characters. First off, talk about Ant-Man. So Ant-Man is his new self, played obviously by the wonderful Paul Rudd, amazing actor. He is following his day-to-day life after Ant-Man, after the events of Endgame, and he's kind of just differentiating what the world thinks of him after it. Everyone keeps on thinking he's Spider-Man or some random superhero. They keep on wanting to get pictures with their dogs for some reason. I have no idea why. So he pretty much wrote a book all about his journey through Endgame and how he became an Avenger and what it means to him to be an Avenger. So yeah, I thought it was really nice and a really laid back story arc for him. And he also has a really nice Baskin-Robbins scene, so I really like that a lot. So I love how they did the callbacks to it. Another thing I gotta mention, I have to say that for things I didn't like, but okay, so the next character we're talking about is Hank Pym. Hank Pym, guys, actually has a new job, a new scientific study he has been researching and analyzing. He's been studying ants and their technology. He's pretty much created a system where the ants have like an algorithm where they can make their own technology and different science equipment. So I think it's just really cool and how he did that with all the ants. So I thought that was amazing. And I really wish Hank Pym had more screen time. I wish he had a little bit more to do besides having this big ant colony that is all part of science and different things. I thought it was really cool, but I wish there was something more to Hank Pym besides the guy with the ant plan, if that makes any sense. Next up is probably one of my favorite characters in this whole entire movie is the whole entire arc of Janet. I really enjoyed her. I really enjoyed what they gave her for her character. I thought they did an amazing job of elaborating how the character grew through, not grew, but almost kind of grew up for a long time in the Quantum Realm. It kind of really plays tribute to that aspect, but it gave her more to do and more life to the character, make her more of a dramatic character, almost not comedic relief, but almost a dramatic relief character, kind of like PTSD and kind of questioning different things, just puzzlement. It's just really interesting to see her. Next up, guys, is our Janet Hope. Hope is amazing, guys. Hope, I really like what the Wasp is doing lately. She actually has her own business. She's very successful, and she's using Pym particles in her own scientific studies and research. So I think it's just a really nice way to tie her character all up, and I wish there was a little bit more backstory to her besides Antman. So maybe a Disney Plus series of both of them would be really nice. Or the Hank Chronicles or the Ant Chronicles, something like that would be really interesting if they did that with the characters. So that's pretty much I can say about Janet Hope. Next up, guys, is Kang the Conqueror. Kang the Conqueror, guys, was amazing to see on the big screen. From he started as what's that guy? He Who Remains. He Who Remains. As he started from He Who Remains and started his journey as Kang the Conqueror was amazing. I absolutely enjoyed every scene Kang was in. Once he started getting going in the character, I just loved it. And I just wanted more, and I wanted more, and I can't wait to see what they're elaborating next with the character. But the way they killed that variant off of Kang was very stupid. It was dumb, and I didn't know what to think of it, and I was very confused on the ending. So if you guys leave in the comments on what I missed in the ending, because I missed some tie-in clue, some tiny clue or some clue that he could be back alive. I do not know, because I know there's variants in the post-credit scene of the Kang. So I just really want to know what's next with the Conqueror character. Is he back? Is he not? I don't know. But regardless, though, a wonderful portrayal and a wonderful antagonist. Super cool character. Okay, guys, so that's all the characters, rough breakdown for spoilers. Let's talk about things I absolutely enjoyed about this film. One thing I really enjoyed about this movie is the new characters. Yes, I really enjoyed all of these new characters that are found in the Quantum Realm. There's a broccoli guy. There's a guy that I think would be really nice. Friend of Minx, the pink little slime guy. I love that guy. The ooze guy. I love the one with the chrome helmet. I like that guy a lot. So hopefully get those Marvel Legends forms, but they're just a lot of fun. The people of the Quantum Realm are just some of the most friendliest alien creatures you ever meet. And it really feels like James Gunn and Rick and Morty had an elaborate collaboration and made this beautiful cinematic scenery for all these characters. It really reminds me of Taika Waititi as well. Taika does amazing with weird and zany CGI characters, so it really reminds me of something that he would do. So any of those guys, it really reminds me of Seth Rogen, it really reminds me of Taika Waititi, and it really reminds me a lot of James Gunn. So I got a lot to say about that. And also, a thing I really like about it, it doesn't feel like a traditional Marvel movie because it feels like you're in the Quantum Realm. It feels like you're watching something different for a change. You're not in Earth. You're watching a completely new, strange, and mystical world filled of the Quantum Realm. So it doesn't really feel like you're watching a movie that belongs to a different belongs to a different realm. So it just feels like something different and really organic. So that's why I just really appreciated that, and I feel like Rick and Morty a lot. Lastly though, my favorite part of the movie I really enjoyed was the ant colony with the Baskin Robbins. I love that Paul Rudd character. That's a really nice one of Scott Lang, so I just love that adaptation. So we got one Scott as the queen, and then we have that, which is really cool. Another thing I really hated about this film was the ending. I would have a beautiful ending where Antman will Antman will be stuck in the quantum realm, the continuous to Phase 5. So I think it'd be a really nice change for him as a character to be stuck again in Phase 5. So the whole plot of it is the whole Kang dynasty is trying to rescue Ant-Man, but Kang keeps on like stopping every Avenger, killing them off one by one. So I thought this would be a nice way to do that to the character. Okay guys, so now there's things I didn't like about the movie. Number one, being that I wish I had a longer screen time, because I really wanted more filler on like how they're elaborating a little bit more on Earth, and I really wanted a little bit more backstory on certain characters, like Janet's backstory. So maybe get a prequel of her in a Disney Plus series, and then something with Kang, so it knows to be back from Loki. But I really wanted a little bit more backstory on those two characters in particularly, and then I really want a more explanation on how Kang created Modoc, and I want to know if that would actually be a thing in the future, because I thought the ending was pretty terrible. I wish it was something more to Kang. I really wanted something more besides the Rita from the Power Rangers kind of type of thing for the character. And like, yeah, I felt like watching Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I'm like, it did not feel like a Marvel film for that ending. So yeah. So those are pretty much my biggest nitpicks about this film. Okay guys, lastly, let's talk about how I recommend it, Antman and the Wasp: Quantmania. I really recommend it to all Marvel fans, and I think it's a great one to watch in theaters, but it's not the best Marvel movie, so I think you should watch it on Disney Plus when it comes out, because I think it'll just be an amazing way to watch this film in person. So I just really think it's a fun one to watch at home. So yeah. Okay guys, so with all that being said, I really give Antman and the Wasp still a 7.5. If I added the things like I said in the spoiler video, I really wanted to make this film a little bit more stronger, and I really wanted it to have more background and backstories to make the arcs a little bit stronger for the third, second, and first act of the film. And I really wanted a little bit more Kang. I feel kind of distraught not knowing what's next for different characters. And I'm really excited and really puzzled, and I'm really excited to see what's next for Phase 5, and I'm super excited that Phase 5 is finally here in the MCU. So, thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like, and let me know what you guys think about Antman and the Wasp: Quantmania. I personally, I thought it was okay. I thought it was a fun one, but I really wanted more for characters. So, thank you guys for watching, and yeah, the fan service was pretty good as well. So, thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for more videos like this in the future, and I can't wait to see what Marvel has in store for us for Phase 5. Thank you, and guys, have a good rest of your evening.